doing? Good afternoon.
How are you?
Good. Doing good. How you doing? Good.
John, what would you say is the reason for the team's issues in Miami this year?
That's a great way to start. You
Is
know,
there something that you can pinpoint?
well, I think, they play well and we don't. So, but the reality is none of that stuff matters. This week, it's really this team against that team, and we're gonna have to play well. They play good at home. They're 5-1. They got a good defense. So we got a big challenge. Should be fun.
Think about the difference in preparations. I was thinking about this week last year, same week. I think you guys went inside, turned up the heat.
Yeah.
This week, all outside for whatever the reasons. I mean, how much is that a factor, sort of, in getting you guys ready for the conditions that you're going to be playing in?
Yeah, we've done a bunch of different things over the years. We've gone down there on Thursday nights and practices on a Friday. Gone down there on Friday night after practice, stayed there Saturday. It's just really about playing good when it comes down to it, and there's no magic formula for that. It's just going to take us playing a great, game of football. And, there's a lot on the line for both teams. So it's a tough place to play, obviously. But that's a good challenge for us, too.
Tom, along those lines, in the immortal words of Teddy Bruschi, it's a hat and T-shirt opportunity for you guys.
Yep.
If you get a victory down there, bring home the division. I know that's on the board, kind of the first step for you guys. Talk a little about that.
Yeah, that'd be pretty sweet. That's obviously trying to win the division is a great step, and this would really allow us to do that. And they're gonna really challenge us. It's gonna be a physical game. They've been talking about that. I know, we're prepared for just having the right mindset to go down there and play a real great complementary game. There's no one phase of our team that's going to win it. They got a good offense. They play well defensively down there, and we're going to have to do a good job taking care of the ball. See if we can go make a bunch of good plays, string together a bunch of those, and move the ball down the field and score some points.
Is it harder for you to play there than it is for them to play here? Because they haven't done well here either.
Yeah, it's just it's when you look at those stats, it is pretty interesting. The way some of those teams from the South come up and play in the North, and the North play in the South, and there's got to be something to it. But again, it just comes down to playing good football. I mean, we had some great games down there too, and hopefully this is a great game for us. But we got to go earn it. That's certainly the case here.
Tom, do you believe in the idea of an offense finding its identity as the season goes on, or do you think, if so, you're close to that now with the consistency you've had in terms of guys being available and healthy?
Yeah, I think that's always the case. As you go, you just learn more about yourself, and you'd really think that you knew everything in August, but you really don't. And you got to keep working hard through September, October, November to get to this point. And I know we talked about that a lot over the years. Is just trying to get better as the season goes and establish a little bit more your identity and the things we're good at, the things maybe we're not so good at. Because every year changes, and there's different players, different opponents, matchups. Just a lot of different things take place over the course of the season. So it's just good to be at this point with a great opportunity for us. And this is a big game for us. Like I said, because it's going against a division opponent on the road, it's as big as they get.
Tom, do you have any memories from that first win in Miami, the overtime pass to Troy Brown? One of your more memorable games in your career.
That was pretty sweet. It was a great game, great win. Troy was not the intended receiver on the play. It was kind of a toss play, and I was supposed to throw it to the backside slant, but I remember the coverage kind of rotated that way, and Troy was running a slant on the other side and just kept running, and I saw him and just chucked it up there. He caught it, and we celebrated. It was just a great celebration. So I remember the bus ride leaving was pretty cool. They were, we were flipping people off, and it was out of control. We hadn't won there in so long. I mean, you thought we won 5 Super Bowls in a row. It was pretty fun.
Coach was pretty happy after that game too. Do you recall ever seeing him as happy as, I just remember he was really celebrating.
Yeah, he was, we all were. That was a pretty special day. I mean, there was a long history of us playing a lot of bad football games down there, and that kind of broke that a little bit. Not that it's been stellar, but at least that one got us out of the basement.
One of the obvious storylines this week is just sort of some of those struggles down there in Miami. I know you were asked about it at the start here. I mean, how much have you guys talked about that or used that at all as a motivation just to sharpen your focus in preparations leading into the game?
Yeah, I think it's just it's got to be a mindset, and when you play, that's the place where we go. I mean, Buffalo's here, the Jets are here, and Miami's the one that's a little bit different for us always. And I think just playing down there it has its challenges. Every team kind of has its challenges going down there. And like I said, they play well at home. I think they use that climate as a benefit to them, just like we use ours as a benefit to us. We're out there practicing. We're used to, I know exactly how many layers I need to put on per degree, how many heat packs I need, and that's just the way it is. I'm sure they do the same. So us going down there and playing good football is ultimately, that's the opponent, is the Dolphins and not the climate. And playing a good football game is definitely, what this week's about for us. And we can't expect to go out there and play less than our best and win. And, we should be playing our best. It's that time of year.
Tom, how do you see Rob influencing defensive coverages? And Josh was talking earlier this week, and he said, there may be games, as this last one, he didn't get the ball a ton, but in what he told us is that, yes, there's a lot of times where he's taking coverage elsewhere and opening things up for other players.
Definitely. He's, any time that he's out there, I mean, I have so much confidence in everything that he does. So if they don't cover him, he gets it. If they cover him, it gives other people opportunity. And, that's been our offense, the other night was, a lot of different guys getting it, and that's a good way to play offense. Run it, pass it, inside, outside, deep, short, middle, perimeter. It's just that's a good style for us. So hopefully we can just keep that going.
Tom, Josh said yesterday his conditioning level is night and day better now than it was when he first got here. What does that allow you guys to do as an offense, whether it's hurry up or just as simple as having him back in the huddle on second down after running him down the field on first down? How does that help you guys?
Yeah, I think that's an important part of football. For that position, especially the receiver position, they're tracking down the field and back, and especially that position where he's got a lot of down the field plays, whether he's getting it or not. So just that's a year-round exercise for a lot of those guys, and I know, it sucks when you're not feeling as like you'd like, but those guys have worked hard. I think they're all in great shape, and hopefully we can use that to our advantage.
There's only a handful of quarterbacks who've ever played at age 41 like you have. How are you feeling now that we're into December relative to this point last year?
I feel good. I feel great. I got no complaints. Ready to go. Thank you.